introduce really briefly David Kelly. He's the CEO and president of Chakana Copper. They're exploring the Soledad Mountain project in Peru. And it is my pleasure to introduce him now. I see him on. He's already unmuted. I'll stop sharing my screen again, just trying to give you.
Thank you, Kai, and thanks to SOAR Financial for hosting this. It's really an exciting time for us to be talking about Chakana Copper and the Soledad project. There's never been a better time to hear this story and to be taken in by the excitement that we've been dealing with since we started this project. The project I'm going to be talking about is the high-grade copper, gold, silver Soledad project in central Peru. And when I say high-grade copper, gold, silver, it's high-grade in all three of those metals. It's really somewhat of a unique deposit style. I'll touch on that briefly, but I really wanted to give you a high-level overview of the project, its location, and some of the technical merits that have us so excited about this. I will be making forward-looking statements. Sorry, I'm just trying to get my slide to advance. Here we go. Please be aware of that. So let's just start with the value proposition. Anytime you have an opportunity to invest in a junior mining company, you have lots of choices out there. And for me, there are really four critical things about judging the merit of an investment in a junior company is who's running the company, what's the management strength, what's their track record. I'll touch on that in another slide. We have a really outstanding management team. The capital structure of the group is really important. We have Gold Fields, the 7th largest gold producer in the world, as a cornerstone investor in our company, and I'll talk a little bit more about that. Where are you located? And jurisdiction is absolutely critical. We're in the Ancash province of Peru. It's one of the premier mining provinces in all of Peru. Peru is the 2nd largest copper producer in the world. They're number 1 in precious metals in Latin America. So we're in an outstanding location, not just from a mining jurisdiction, but also from the standpoint of a country that really supports mining. The Soledad project, the asset itself, and that's really critical. And I can't tell you how excited I am about this particular project. I've been working in exploration internationally for 30 years now, and this is one of the most exciting projects I've ever worked on. It's tourmaline brecciapite. It's somewhat of a different geologic story, and for me, therein lies the excitement. It's something new. There are lots of examples of tourmaline brecciapites, even world-class examples, but it's not the most common deposit type. At the Soledad project, we've already confirmed 23 mineralized brecciapipes, and we've only put drill holes in 7 of those. And 4 of those have turned out really, really strong drill assay results. So, we're on to something big. The upside potential is enormous, and our exploration program is well positioned to tap into and test that exploration upside. We have a 15,000 meter drill program planned for Q3. That's all ready to go, and that's going to be chapter 2. Really, we've already drilled 30,000 meters ourselves. Another 5,000 meters had been drilled on the property before. So we have a wealth of knowledge and expertise that's been developed through drilling on this project that's going to be unleashed in this next drill program. Our share structure is shown here. As I mentioned, Gold Fields is right at about 17%. They're a very supportive partner. They came in and invested $8 million at 51 cents when we were trading at about 40 cents. They bring a lot of technical resources. They don't have a lock on the project. They're an investor that has the right to maintain that position, but they have no future rights on the asset. We have a good mix between institutional and retail investors, and our management and insider shareholding is a very healthy 18%. A critical number on the screen there, we have $6.5 million cash in the treasury right now for this Q3 drilling program that I just mentioned. So we're well financed, we're funded, the drill targets are ready, and it's going to be a good rest of the year for us. I might also mention that Rick Rule bought in to the company, established a position last week. You'll see that trading volume on the chart if you go back and look at it. We're very excited to have Rick Rule as a shareholder in the company. The management team, we have 5 directors, 3 of which are geologists, and I can't say how much of a pleasure it is. It's really great to work with Doug Kerwin. Doug is a world-renowned economic geologist with multiple discoveries under his belt, as is John Black. John is the current CEO of Regulus and Aldebaran. And together we make a very strong technical team that's really guiding the exploration direction that we're taking, but also we have the commercial capability of experience in the group of divesting assets. And John has proven that through his work at Antares and divesting the Hakira asset for $650 million. So we've already done, John has already done what we're attempting to do with this company, which is to take a single asset, move it along, de-risk it, get it to the point that it's ready to develop, and then divest that asset. Location is critical in any mining story, and we're proud to be Peruvian explorers. We're focused on a single asset in the Ancash province. It's really the premier mining province, in my opinion. It's 65 kilometers west of Antamina, the largest mine in Peru, and it's just 35 kilometers south of Barrick's Pierina mine, within the same geologic terrain that we're exploring. Infrastructure is second to none. There's paved roads that serve the Antamina and Pierina deposits. There's mine services in the town of Huaraz, very close to our project. There's plentiful water. There's grid electricity. It's really a great place to be. In fact, we're in an active mining district, the Tikapampa mining district, with an active mine just 500 meters to the east of our mineral rights. So it's a great location from an infrastructure standpoint, but it's also great because the social standing of the mining industry in this part of Peru is really excellent, because mining has been such a long-term industry in this part of Peru. The communities are part of that culture and have benefited tremendously from mining in this region. Copper is a critical foundation element, obviously, in society. We see great potential for a boom cycle in copper. It's been predicted by many experts. The graphs on the right show the supply gap that's looming. We know that copper has a really strong future, even without all the green energy and the electric vehicle technology that's developing now. But when you add that to it, it becomes even more compelling. What's really interesting about our Soledad project is we also have very high grade gold and silver to go with it. It's a very unique combination of metals in terms of their grade profile. So investing in Chakana gives you exposure to long-term copper, but it also gives you exposure to the immediate bull cycle that's happening in the precious metal sector. So just a few highlights on the Soledad project. You can see our land position in the map on the right. All of those circles are tourmaline breccia pipes that we've identified at surface. And not all the breccia pipes come to surface. We've already found a blind breccia pipe that wasn't exposed at surface, just serendipitously through our drilling. So if there's one blind breccia pipe, there's probably multiple blind breccia pipes. The ones that are shown in green are the ones that we've already have drill results for. 4 of those are strongly mineralized, and all the red circles and stars are untested targets that are cropping out at surface. They're actually exposed at surface. The total target inventory on the project, when you put all the geophysics and geochemistry and alteration information together, is we have 92 defined targets on the property. So there's enormous upside potential. And the really exciting thing about Soledad is there's an intrusion driving these mineralized breccia pipes. We don't know the nature of that intrusion yet. Many porphyry experts speculate that it's a porphyry system that's driving the tourmaline breccia pipes. They're very common. And that's also something that needs to be tested eventually at depth. Right now, our focus is on getting a very healthy, robust resource on these high-grade tourmaline breccia pipes, but the future of the district will unfold over years of a very detailed exploration. Just a few rock pictures and a 3D model. On the left is a 3D diagram of one of these breccia pipes that crops out at surface. It's the main zone at breccia pipe 1. You can see the north zone. That's one of the blind pipes that we discovered through drilling the main zone. You can see they're vertical columnar type of features or broken rock, and they have very high amounts of sulfide minerals in the matrix and in places replacing the clast. You can see the outstanding examples of mineralized breccia on the right, 2 different examples, matrix mineralization in the breccia and clast replacement on the right, very, very high grades. Those samples are 4 and almost 7% copper, multi-gram gold, and we often see, hundreds of grams of silver. Another important aspect about these breccia pipes, they get bigger at depth. So as you go deeper on these breccia pipes, they get bigger. This is what the breccia pipes look like in the side of the hill. Again, the red dots are the ones that we've drilled. We've drilled breccia pipe 6 down to 740 meters in strong mineralization, and we've never seen the bottom of a breccia pipe yet. In fact, we've not even seen the highest temperature alteration that tells us we're getting close to this intrusion at depth. We don't know how deep these breccia pipes go, but in Chile, they've been tracked over 2-kilometer vertical extent. These can be very vertically extensive mineralized breccia systems. The green circles there show the next phase of drilling. We'll be focusing on the Paloma East and West and Huancarama breccia pipe. Very exciting targets that haven't been drilled yet. So just in terms of going back to you as an investor looking at this as a potential investment opportunity, we have a strong management team with a track record, not only in the technical arena, but also in divesting the asset once it's ready to be divested. We have an outstanding share structure that's evolved over the years with some very important institutional and retail shareholders. The Ancash province, the location of our project is really outstanding. It's the place to be. And we've got a phase 3 drill program, 15,000 meters already planned, ready to go. And that will be happening in the 3rd quarter. Thank you very much.